Hello and welcome back to TNI-UK Impacted, episode 239. Coming to you live by the Total Nonstop Impact Network on YouTube and Twitch. And if you listen on the go, then we're also available on SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows. I am, of course, your host, Bison, and today I am joined by the man coming to us from the void of his own mind, of course, the Joker. Hello, brother.
How you doing?
I'm good. And just so everyone's aware, Craig is joining us, but he does work.
Yeah. And looks like we've had no technical issues this time, so hopefully we won't be jumping in and out for like 15 minutes and wasting the time there.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It seems to be working straight off the bat this week, which is good to see. Very, very good news, shall we say? Very good news. How are you, my friend? You all right?
I'm good, thank you. I'm so glad this heat wave has died down a bit. That end of tail end of last week was awful.
Oh, it's been hot. It's been warm, isn't it, baby? It's been warm.
I actually ran out of things to complain about the weather, and being British, it's like expected that we're supposed to complain about the weather, and I actually ran out of things to say that was demeaning. So the sun beat me.
Yeah, I have to be honest with you. I these days, since I've lost a considerable amount of weight, I actually quite like the heat now. I used to hate it because oh my god, I used to really struggle.
Yeah.
But I don't mind it at all now. The only thing that bothers me is like when I'm at the gym. My gym for the last 7 weeks is their air conditioning unit has been on the blink. So some of it's working, some of it's been a nightmare. So you get into the gym and oh my god, after about 15 minutes, you are absolutely dripping, which is not necessarily a bad thing.
But
it's
uncomfortable to say the least, I'm sure.
But it's hot. But you are absolutely dripping, and it's a little bit much, But no. Other than that, it's been great. But 7 weeks, so pretty much since it's got warm, we haven't had any aircon.
Yeah.
We said like by the time they get it fixed, it'll be like October. We'll be back to being cold outside.
Oh, we might be -3 or something outside by the time.
I've been crazy.
Sleet and snow and hail and everything like we're supposed to be getting around about June.
Absolutely crazy. Right, I'm just going to quickly say hello. Who we got in the chat? Let me have a look. So we've got. Hassan Terrell's turned up. Hello, Hassan. Nice to see you. Eli is with us.
Paul Matthewson.
Paul Matthewson's with it. I mentioned Eli already. Mir's with us. Hello, Mir. How are you, my friend?
Isaac.
Eric's with us as well. I mean, we've got them all. What's this? Oh, we got the restream thing going on. But yeah, looks like we've got a few people in with us already, which is fantastic to see. But listen, guys. We've got loads to talk about tonight.
Yeah.
So let's get slap bang into the newsroom, and then of course the impact. Well, actually, I'm not doing an impact recap because it's pointless because loads of things have happened since then. So there's no point in doing a recap. But we are going to talk about a lot of the news and different things that have been going on. Now, of course, the boss. Carlos Silva has been doing the rounds, and some great discussions have produced some interesting stuff when it comes to possible TV deals. He hinted that something should be done within the next 90 days, and that was sort of kind of about a week or so ago. He talked about reasons behind the backstage changes when he arrived. Also, he's been hinting on the social medias that Slammiversary is going to be phenomenal. What do you think this means, Joe?
Oh, hopefully it'll be if I'm getting the hand gesture right, it's AJ Styles. The only time I saw AJ Styles was when he came to WWE. So I'm not as clued up as everything he does, but I've seen some of his TNA work. He's incredible. If he was to come make an appearance at Slammiversary, that would be insane. People have been calling for it, and they've always been disappointed that he's not been inducted into the Hall of Fame. But Styles cleared that up last year about why he's not been, they've not approached him about the Hall of Fame or anything. Doesn't want any interest in it until he's actually retired from wrestling.
And that makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That makes complete sense. It's exactly the same with James Storm. He said the same thing. Why put me in the Hall of Fame? I can still go.
Yeah.
So until he's officially retired, and he doesn't see the point in that. But Eli, you're not wrong, buddy. You're not wrong. Now the big news on the big news on Slammiversary, we have a new sponsor. It's local New York City brand Markovic Estate will also be premiering their new sangria at the Slammiversary. The perfect drink to sip while watching this awesome event. Uh, yeah, fantastic. That's cool. We've had other things as well. I mean, you've got I believe it's been mentioned now as well that is it Sani? Oh, I'm not getting it right. What's the name of that brand?
Not a clue.
I can't remember what they're called. That it's the one that they've got branded around all over the place. It's like a streaming service. Anyway, it's been officially announced that they're on board with them now.
Oh, fantastic!
So that's really good as well. And it's good to see so much stuff going on. I mean, we've seen TNA talents turn up at big baseball matches.
Yeah.
I mean, goodness gracious. And then we're not talking about little league anymore. We're talking about big, badass.
Casey Navarro and Mike Santana have been doing the rounds immensely over the last week as well.
Oh, it's been incredible. I mean, obviously they're local to the area, so they're able to get around more, but just incredible stuff. I just cannot believe how much really cool publicity TNA is getting right now, and they're doing some really good stuff. They're doing big things.
Pardon me?
Was that you? Was that you, young man? That's the TNI cat there. But anyway, TNA also launches a VIP giveaway for July as part of an enhanced annual TNA Plus subscriptions. So even more incentive to sign up to the 20,000+ people that are already signed up to the TNA Plus app and enjoying many benefits already. I mean, there's some great stuff on there. I mean, access to tickets early for a start. There's a good one. And the other things that sort of kind of pop up here and there. I think it's great. Absolutely fantastic. They're doing more and more for that, which is good to see. I mean, have you? I've not asked actually. Have you got TNA Plus?
Yes, I do. I've also purchased Slammiversary on there too. So I'll be watching it on there.
Fantastic. I mean, I like the TNA Plus app. I'm not going to lie, I really do. So yeah, I certainly what I would be doing. I'd definitely be taking it on board from the app as well, personally. But it's great. It's great. Now, WWE Great American Bash went down this weekend, and the event saw a contract signing between Santana, Joe Hendry, Trick, I call him Trick NA now, Williams, following the heated war of words that saw all three competitors lay claim to the title. Hendry and Santana delivered a physical message to Trick as they teamed up to put him through a table. Moments later, Dark State continued their torrid against tirade, I think they call it, against TNA Wrestling, when out of nowhere they laid out Hendry and Santana with a brutal assault. It was announced later in the night that TNA World Champ Chick Williams, Joe Hendry, Mike Santana must join forces just days before they collide at Slammiversary to battle Dark State in a 6-man tag team match on Tuesday's NXT. I mean, there didn't
go to plan.
No, but there was a lot of stuff going on. I mean, we'll get to the Masha stuff in a second, but there was a lot of Slammiversary promotion at the Great American Bash. I think, to be fair, it was some of the best stuff on the entire show, don't you think?
I've not seen the Great American Bash, but I did see that the old Joe Hendry and Santana just saying, you know what, fuck this, we're going to destroy you, Trick Williams, and then the Dark State attack. And I've seen the aftermath of their match in NXT as well. I've saw the highlights of that today, and it's a huge great things coming from there. Might be getting an extra match or two from Slammiversary from that, with the fallout from that alone.
Oh, mate, honestly, there's going to be some crazy stuff going on. That is for sure. Masha Slamovich made her presence felt at WWE The Great American Bash when Blake Monroe and Jordynne Grace fell victim to the numbers game played by Fatal Influence in their tag match against Jacy, Jayne, and Fallon Henley. It was Slamovich who even the odds, neutralizing Jasmine Nix at ringside. Um, I mean, I don't know. I like the way that they've started to build this up, though. I mean, it
Yeah.
works really well. They're crossing everything over really, really well. But after Jacy Jayne retained the NXT Women's Championship against Jordynne Grace at WWE Evolution, it was a monumental showdown. It's now official. Masha Slamovich will face off with Jacy Jayne. The only one will leave TNA Slammiversary as the NXT and Knockouts champion. I think it's now highly likely that we could see Masha win and become champ. What do you think?
Oh, I really hope so. I really do hope so. I hope WWE don't piss off too many fans by giving it to Jacy Jayne. But she's been incredible. But every time she's stepped into TNA, that build alone by possibly throwing Jordynne Grace into the mix, and before that just sent this whole match straight up to probably the most must-watch match of the night. And now we know we're getting Jacy Jayne versus Masha Slamovich. It's added even more because we've also got Fatal Influence going to be at ringside. And I think Masha's got Zaya Brookside and Lee. So if it's going to be complete chaos, the match might dissolve into something, and then Santina's going to come out and do something or something like that. Or it might just be a straight up one-on-one. Everyone just goes hell rather than referees lets them get on with it. We're going to get some incredible action in ring, out ring. I'm more excited for this than I am for the main event now.
Really, I must admit, I think it's going to be a
really
really good match. It's going to be a really, really, really good match, and I hope to see Masha 2 belts. I really, really do.
Yeah, me too. She deserves it after the slow burn. She's got a champion. It's slowly started to build up now. And
without doubt. Oh, Punk, get out, Team Jacy Jayne. What's the matter with you, boys? Anyway, listen. Before we move on to NXT. I just want to talk about Tasha Steelz and her reuniting Order 4 against Cedric at Cedric Alexander's expense. What did you see this coming last week?
No, I didn't. I was like, what the fuck? This is Tasha's like one of the best at throwing the ultimate curveball. This was something I didn't expect from her. This was brilliant.
I thought it was amazing. Like, and the way she's almost taken on that leadership role.
Yeah, she basically has taken it. She's got everybody else by the balls. Literally.
Yeah, literally. Like Mustafa Ali all of a sudden has been sort of kind of like, he's number 2 now and she's number 1. I thought this was fantastic. I love the way that they built this. It was such a curveball. It totally took me by surprise. I love the bit where they did it outside in the car. I love that bit as well. I thought that was really good.
Tasha's asserting a dominance even more.
Yeah, fucking so good. So good. I cannot wait to see where this goes. I mean, we know that obviously Tasha's now going to be ringside against, with Mustafa Ali at Slammiversary. So it's going to be interesting stuff. It really is. But yeah, she definitely flipped the tables. You're right, Norris. Definitely nice to see you, by the way. Good stuff. Now NXT NA, Trick Williams, Joe Hendry, Mike Santana are forced to coexist in a 6-man tag team match against NXT's Dark State. The unity did not last long, however, as Hendry and Santana dropped Trick with a pair of right hands. But just when it looked like the Dark State was going to seize the numbers advantage, the match erupted into chaos as Eddie Edwards, Brian Myers, and JDC of the System brought the fight to the Dark State. Wow! Did we ever think we were going to see the System arrive on NXT? And would you ever believe that HBK believes in the System?
I could have seen Brian Myers make another appearance and JDC, but I did not expect Eddie Edwards to do it to go across. I was like, wow, this is incredible. It makes me want to go back and actually check out last night's NXT when I can. So
it was good.
So much to catch up on, and now it also technically builds into Slammiversary a bit more too. So if you don't watch it, and you're missing bits from what's coming up at Slammiversary.
Exactly. I mean, some great stuff on there. Some real great stuff. it's been getting more and more intense via NXT, via like the PLE that they did at the weekend.
Yeah.
There's been a lot going on. Of course, there's the implications as well with, was Jordynne Grace gonna take out Jacy Jayne
Yeah. Well,
at Evolution?
Is Jordynne Grace gonna be at Slammiversary?
I doubt that now.
No, she might still be there.
You never know, I suppose.
Yeah.
But anyway, meanwhile, battle lines were drawn when Knockouts World Champion Masha Slamovich fought alongside NXT's Soul Rocker, I like her,
She's
and
brilliant.
Zariah in a wild brawl with Fatal Influence. The closing moments saw the Culling make their way to ringside as Rocker and Zariah brawled with them to the back. Despite the numbers disadvantage, Slamovich preserved, dropping Jayne with the snowplow to pin the NXT Women's Champion. Now, my only worry on this is...
everyone now expects Jacy Jayne is going to win at Slammiversary.
Yeah, because normally that's sort of kind of how it pins out.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know.
This is why I think Jordynne Grace is going to be at Slammiversary. It's going to completely break down like this again. Everyone's going to be taking each other out, and then it'll be Jordynne Grace will be the one to come down and even the odds and give Masha Slamovich the advantage to win, and then make a stake that she wants to take a shot at the NXT Women's Championship.
Yeah.
And we'll probably get them at Victory Road or Bound for Glory or an NXT event. Yeah,
that's right. But then, knowing TNA, they always like to throw curveballs. So,
and Shawn Michaels does too. He's really good at keeping people guessing.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm just not sure, but I just hope. I'd love to see Masha win both belts. I think it would be amazing for TNA to then sort of kind of take a belt back from NXT, which we haven't done yet. I thought it would be more likely to be a tag title, but hey, screw it. This is going to be good too. So fingers crossed. It's fingers crossed. Hassan's saying, well, they're doing NXT Heatwave and the Forbidden Door in London and coming on August 24th on YouTube and Peacock Movie. Yeah, they are. You're right. So there's a lot going on. And yeah, TNA wrestlers also helping boost NXT ratings. Yeah. That's why they keep bringing them in. I agree. I think they are.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
They must see the value in TNA.
Well, it's just showing that that these two companies are actually working together. It's not one side working for somebody else, essentially.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. No, Paul, I agree with that as well. I hope there is a double DQ.
Or if they do that, then the crowd's going to storm the ring.
It's going to be crazy. But I tell you something, it's going to be a good match. It's going to be a bloody good match.
Ash Elegance has also got a shot at the title too, so that's going to be interesting to see what she does.
That's true. Yeah, she has at some point, definitely. Now, Explosion saw last year's Slammiversary match between Santana and Jake Subman, which was an absolute beast of a match. We then went around the ring with Gia Miller, who had Jake something. So we had Jake in the match, and then she interviewed him. And what a great guy, Jake! I mean, we've had him on the show, friend of the show. He's a top-notch guy. So it was good to see him again. He got a great personality, top-notch chap. I like him a lot. So make sure if you haven't seen Explosion yet, it's worth it just for that match and that alone. But then throw in the main event, you get the Mecha Brian Johnson took on Leon Slater, and then after a really good promo from him as well, the Brian Johnson, a really good promo which really set the tone for the match. We had a really good match. And Leon picks up the win, obviously getting momentum going into Slammiversary. The only downfall was that as Leon's celebrating, Moose then comes out and takes Leon out with a huge spear to make a statement, of course, ahead of Slammiversary. Did you see this?
No, I didn't. I meant to catch up on it last night, but I was just too blown out from everything else. But wow, I mean, even just listening to that, it's like just making me think, Christ, this match against Mason and Slater is going to be an absolute banger. We know that from an athletic standpoint, just looking at them, but even more the storyline between us and how that's been building since Moose has been X Division champion. It's just been brilliant as well.
Absolutely awesome, mate. Absolutely awesome. I think the way that it's been built is really good. Craig is on his way, guys. Which is good to hear. But talking about Slammiversary, and we're going to get into the preview of the matches in a second, but talking about Slammiversary, tickets seem to be flying out the door. They now seem to be selling extremely well.
Yeah.
Now, with 3 more sections added, with traditionally TNA having a strong walk-up, do you think we could break that 7K record for TNA live event in the US? What do you think?
Definitely, without a doubt. I think it's going to get broken, or it's going to get very close this Sunday, depending on how much seats they add. But I'm pretty sure if they make it a 7K seats available, then they will break it.
I think they will. I honestly believe. I mean, I've thought it all along, and I think with the last couple of weeks worth of promotion, the last couple of weeks of NXT, Great American Bash, the last couple of weeks worth of Impact shows, it's just like the tickets all of a sudden have just started moving. And I honestly, I mean, I think they probably already surpassed 5K.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that we're going to get there. We're going to get there. I really do.
That's
okay.
Just...
What's that? Get rid of that.
Yeah, done.
Thank you.
Those listening, we just had a spam comment person thingy coming up from Twitch. Just block the fucker.
Yeah, get rid of them. Get rid of the spammers. Daddy hates spammers. But listen, I just want to talk about my new venture, Joe. Before we get into the Slammiversary preview, I just want to talk about my new venture. You may notice on my thing down here, Bison by Design, bbdwear.etsy.com. Right, you may have noticed that there. Guys, I have released my brand spanking new casual gym clothing brand. And, I need you guys to get your asses over there. Check out the designs. There's some really, really cool designs on there. And see, help the Bison out. He's got a brand new shop. He needs to get some sales. He needs to get some fantastic reviews so that the world could check out what he's got on offer. It's a brand new venture for me, and I would really, really appreciate the help. Joe, hit it. There you go, lads. See, you saw some of the designs on there. I've added loads of new ones actually today. So just get on there, go and give it a look, see what you think. Shipping all over the world. So you ain't got to worry about that. And some great designs. I really hope, hope you guys like it. It's there's some good stuff on there. Some really, really good stuff on there. It's all my work. There's no, ripping anybody off.
Yeah.
It's all my own work. I've done it all myself. And I look forward to seeing some of you guys wearing my merch. It shows, you know what I mean? If I could get it out quick enough, I'd have it for Slam. It'd be nice to see a few guys at Slammiversary wearing Bison merch. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I've put the link for it's in the description to you guys on YouTube, and I'll drop it into the comments as well when we finish.
I do want to make it really clear, though. It's not it's not Bison me. It's not my merchandise, as in representing me. It's a brand. It's a clothing brand, and I love the Bison by Design moniker, and I just decided to use that as the setup.
This is independent. Brand. It's independent from the podcast, basically. This is a serious business venture, guys.
Yeah, it's got nothing to do with. It's got them. Essentially, it's not linked to the podcast as such. Whereas, if you want your TNI merch, then that's J-Bone. That's nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
I've got a shirt on there. If you wanted to buy anything related to TNI with regards to Bison, it's on there. So you're more than welcome to head over to that shirt store and see what you can get on there. Loads of merch on there. Go and check it out. And of course, J-Bone's got his Smashes podcast stuff on there as well. So go and check it out, guys. There's some great stuff on there. But yeah, this is a completely separate venture, not related to TNI as such. It's my own clothing brand, which I've set up here in the UK. Anyway, I hope you like it. Head over. Like I said, the web address is here. I'm starting out on an Etsy store. I'm currently having a website built, so it will be going on its own website. But at the moment, let's get some sales on the board. bbdwear.etsy.com. I appreciate every bit of support you guys can give. Anyway, Joe, Slammiversary.
Yes, let's go.
Let's talk about Slammiversary. Tessa Blanchard versus Indy Hartwell. What are your thoughts?
This is going to get real nasty real quick. It's going to be a really good match. I love how this has been. This again, it's come from nowhere, but then you get the immediate backstory from Tessa Blanchard when she starts ripping into Indy Hartwell, and she did it brilliantly last week. Really, if people weren't paying attention or didn't really know what was going on up until last week, Tessa was laid out black and white there when she was sat on commentary and then ripped her to bits in the ring.
Oh, mate, for sure. Absolutely, for sure. I think this is going to be a barn burner of a match. Blanchard, we know, is got to be one of the best female wrestlers on the planet. And
Sally Callahan said it himself. She's one of the best wrestlers on the planet.
Yeah, he did. And, he should know. He faced her himself, so he knows. And Indy Hartwell, again, we know a good up-and-coming young star. And I'm looking forward to it. I really am. And, we know that these two have trained together.
Yeah. Tessa Blanchard got her into the US.
And there you go. Here he is.
Hey.
He's made it. TNA super fan. He's here.
Just a bit. I've got an old one on today. Mr. Anderson, I hate people.
Mr. Anderson.
I do miss him. He was so good.
Wait for it.
Anderson.
My favourite one was always he done that interview. I want to say it was for was it Slammiversary? I think it was Slammiversary. And he's there with Christy Hemme, and he says Mr. Anderson, and he walks off, and then she goes to start talking, just goes Anderson, screams in her face. Brilliant,
that was
absolutely brilliant.
I loved it. Well, I used to love Mr. Anderson. I thought he was great. I know he didn't really. I don't know whether it was because he was sort of kind of being held back a little bit, but I don't think he kind of hit it off as well in WWE. But when he came to TNA, and I think he was given that little bit more leeway to, kind of swear a little bit.
Creative freedom, basically.
A bit more creative freedom to say what he wanted within reason, obviously.
I
think he took off really, really well, and I enjoyed him as part of the Aces and Eight thing as well. I thought he did well in that.
Yeah, it was just a class character all around. I thought his rivalry with Sting, where he dressed up as old school Sting.
That was brilliant. Where he did Surfer Sting. Surfer Sting. That was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Yes,
he had a little rivalry with AJ Styles as well at the time, which was pretty cool.
Yes, he did. And I'm just saying, Ken Anderson, yes, he has a wrestling school. So if you want to learn the art of, I tell you what, let's face the facts, right? Sammy's a great promo guy.
Yeah.
We've had some great promo guys in TNA over the years, right? But let's face it, Mr. Anderson is a great promo guy. But why? Because he's got an amazing voice for wrestling. Yeah. He's got an amazing voice to promo. Yeah. And it's same with Stone Cold. I used to think Stone Cold was so good at promos because his voice
just grab your attention.
Suited it perfectly.
Yeah.
Because you know what I mean? That gruff kind of voice, it was there. I loved it. There's a few wrestlers out there that sort of have that special something in their voice which makes them stand out from everybody else, which the other one's Eli Drake. Yeah. He's got it as well. He's got that whole dummy.
Yeah.
I used to love the button.
Yeah, James Storm gets.
The thing that I think we missed out on was having Eli Drake and Ric Flair doing their thing back together. That would have been brilliant.
Yeah,
just woo, yeah, woo, yeah, woo,
yeah, yeah, yeah. That would be cool. Still, we did get the woo off
Yes.
with Jay, didn't we?
Iconic,
That was
absolutely iconic.
woo, 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 woo. That was great. Loved it.
Norris, I like your sources this week. They seem to be a bit more truthful and believable.
What was that? I missed that. What's the comment you're talking about?
I like Norris's and stuff. I think Ken Anderson has a wrestling school. Yes. Vince McMahon is not trying to buy it for 14 million. What's the other one you said? Mance Warner has that good wrestling voice now. Yes, another fact. We're not selling TNA for 14 million. Triple H isn't signing for Newcastle United. It's good to see that you're not on usual tripe like most weeks. You know what I mean? This is good. I can live with this. I like this. Carry on, please.
Fair enough. Limpster, he's actually listened to Come Together by the Beatles and not the podcast.
Someone's got music in the background. They really have, but I don't know which one of you it is. I can hear it.
No, there's
definitely not me.
No music going here.
The TV on or something?
No, there's probably the noise outside because the bedroom window open.
Oh,
the
maybe.
bastard.
Okay. Come together right now.
There's
the most impossible thing to do with a partner.
Yeah, there you go. That's true. Yeah, almost. Anyway, moving on. The influence is going to be taking on Elegance brand for KO tag team titles at Slammiversary. Now, I think this is going to be great. I actually love the way they built this one. I love the whole fight.
Yeah.
The meet and greet thing that went on a couple of weeks ago. I think this is built really well. I believe 100% though that the influence are going to win that title.
I really don't hope not. I really want the Elegance brand to retain.
I think they're doing good.
Yeah, I think they need to retain it because they had the inspiration coming win it on their first big match before, and they need to really start from the bottom again and really show what they can do. They've had one tag match and then they get a title shot, and it's just like, wow, that's it.
Yeah, no, totally.
This is why Ash Brilliant was so pissed off too. They come back and they have one match because they were champions beforehand. They get a match before all of a sudden.
Yeah. No, I get that. It's definitely your window that's causing a problem. Did something just go by then?
Yeah. So.
You could hear it. Okay, so yeah, no, I agree with you. I think I just have a feeling. You know what I mean? I just have this feeling that they're going to do it. I hope not.
Yeah.
I hope not. I want the Elegance brand to carry on because I think they're really building that. I still think we need to get someone like Billy Gunn joining the Elegance brand. We need a Mr. Ass in the Elegance brand. What do you think about
What's
that?
Spud up to these days?
Rockstar Spud.
He's a producer at WWE now, I think.
Yeah, he works at WWE.
See, he could have been an active character. He would have been good with them.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. Oh, what was that other guy? The one who ended up being a photographer or whatever for Tennille Dashwood?
Caleb Conley.
Oh yeah.
Caleb Conley.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, he would have
or
been
suicide, as they called him, or whatever.
Yeah.
Allegedly. Oh yeah. Did you see last week? Did you find out that Eric Young?
Yeah.
He was Super Eric.
No, I didn't know that.
Hell.
Fucking hell.
Mind blown.
It's insane, man.
Sammy can't believe it.
I don't think Eric can believe it.
No.
No, he couldn't believe it either. But anyway, I was thinking someone like Jesse Goddard.
He would be cool for it. Yeah, I would love to see him come back into TNA. But he would be really cool for this too.
I think because he is that kind of guy. That's his thing, isn't it? Like this whole he was the Adonis and all that shit, wasn't he? I think he works perfect for the Elegance brand. But there you go. That was just.
I'd love to see him just press some of the concierge and throw him out the way too. Get rid of him that way.
Oh, I love the concierge. I'm all over George Iceman. He's awesome. He is absolutely awesome. Yeah, I want to know that as well. Who the hell was Curryman and who was Shark Boy?
Yeah,
Curryman was Mark Henry.
Yeah.
I
can see that.
Shark Boy isn't anyone. Shark Boy is actually just a fish.
Shark Boy was Killer Kelly. If you watched the last Wrestling Revolver show, she bit someone on the ass like Shark Boy.
Oh my god! Yeah, yeah, you remember that. Now, moving on. Prime Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali. Kind of grudge match, I guess. Like I said, I like the way they built into this one.
Yeah.
I think they brought Cedric in a little bit too late, though. I think we needed at least another week of Cedric, to be honest, to build to this one. I'm not sure what we're going to get tonight, but it would have been good to see Cedric take on somebody else before Slam. But either way, from what I can gather, this match when it happened before was talked about as one of the best matches on a WrestleMania card a few years ago. So I'm well and truly looking forward to this, mate. I'm well and truly looking forward to this. What are your thoughts on this one, Joe?
I'm looking forward to this match. Mustafa Ali has had some absolute bangers over the years, and this match, I've not seen Cedric Alexander anywhere else, but I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do. And I know that his match with Mustafa Ali literally stole the show at WrestleMania. It was the most talked about match, and people were giving it praise like it should have been match of the year, etc., etc., etc. So to have that momentum still lingering now, like 4 or 5 years later, even just to have that as the spark to get this whole match going again and rivalry going again, that is incredible. That just shows that this match, this is going to be something really, really special.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's amazing. I think with this entire card is a badass card.
Yeah.
This match specifically is a great match, and I'm looking forward to it. I think this could end up being, again, this could be one of those match of the nights.
Yeah.
There's no title on the line. It's just one of those kind of like Mustafa Ali has to win this to gain his momentum.
Yeah.
The question is lingering. Is Cedric Alexander signed to TNA or not? Is he just been brought in to put over Mustafa Ali?
Oh God, it's so.
What do you think, Craig?
It's like, obviously it's going to put him over, but signed, I'm not sure, because like the thing is we've got the Dark State have turned up. Obviously, there's unrest with what have I forgot their name? What's Moose and all that lot called?
The system.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. How did I forget that? I was going to call him Fortune. So obviously you've got that. You've got the feud that's going on there. So is Cedric actually responsible for Dark State, or is Tasha responsible for Dark State, or is Shark Boy is he to do with Dark State? Who knows? The possibilities are endless. Is he signed? I would love to see him signed, but I reckon he'll probably be on the same sort of contract as Mustafa was. He'll probably stick around for like 3 to 6 months, disappear, and then probably come back for a longer stint, because it'll hype him up, and more eyes will be on him, because obviously he is like a very wanted wrestler in that. But already you can see that he's got it all. Do you know what I mean? He can talk on the mic, he can promo, he can wrestle, and that finish is a bit rough, isn't it?
That finish was incredible.
He's a hell of a wrestler. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I love that finisher.
I can't believe he was let go. When you look at the quality that he is, he's so young. He's still so young in reality for a wrestler. Yet, he was let go. What's going on?
The thing is you got to look at it now. I know that we're all TNA fans and stuff like that, but we are that other place that they can go for a bit, so it gets him off the wages and stuff like that, and they probably will take him back if they've got any sense and stuff. But I don't know, man. It's one of these things where I hope that there is a good storyline for him and it does continue. But I don't know what has Cedric ever won the tag titles in NXT or anything?
I think he has.
I can see him.
So, yeah.
I reckon he'll probably wind up helping. I reckon he's going to help Cardona out or something. Or
I have a feeling if he's sticking around, you could be right. He might have something to do with the Dark State. So there might be because they're trying to build the Dark State. They're trying to give them something. If it turned out that actually their leader was Cedric, then that would be a massive boost for that stable.
Let's just have some Dark State conspiracies quickly then, because I've got a hunch that Joe Hendry's behind Dark State.
Nah,
Yep, I
can't
reckon we
see
got
it.
we got a Henry heel turn, and he's going to be leader of Dark State. They're going to storm the ring. They're going to take out Kaz because he's interfering or whatever, and then they're going to take out Santana.
I am
And,
not. I'm not disagreeing that we need a Joe Hendry full heel turn. 100%, we need that. I've said this so many times that anybody that has not seen Joe Hendry as a heel is missing out. The guy is so good as a heel. He's much like, if people think, see, there's a lot of people out there that aren't too keen on him because like this run as a face where it's sort of like the meme thing.
Yeah.
Can you shut that window, Joe? It's really loud. Sorry, mate. It's really loud. Yeah. So this run of this sort of kind of meme king or whatever it is at the moment that he is effectively is good. But people are like, oh, it's cheesy. Well, that's how it's supposed to be. He's doing a good job, right? So if you think he's a good, face, you wait till you see him go bad, because as a heel,
he buries you with his promos.
He's amazing,
and his music videos. You thought it like when he ripped up AJ Francis to bits. He does that on another level with when he's heel. He's just really
unbelievably good. So I want to 100% see that. I want to 100% see that. We've got the X Division title match between Moose and, of course, the youngest in charge, Leon Slater. I'm saying Leon's going to win. I think that they have been building this up to get, to really allow this to be a big thing at Slammiversary. Again, that's another reason why I don't believe Trick's going to lose in the main event, because I think they're going to want all the shine on Leon. I think the big news coming out is Leon. However, saying that from a men's point of view, I mean, having said that, if Masha later on wins the title versus title, I would say that will end up being
it's going to be a night of blockbuster, groundbreaking, holy shit moments, regardless.
I think so.
If Leon Slater, Masha, and Mike Santana win, that'll be like the perfect pay-per-view.
Can you imagine it? Can you imagine? It'd be amazing. But what a great night this is going to be. What a great match.
Moose hasn't broken the record yet. He needs to go another couple of weeks after Slammiversary to beat the record, which is another reason why this match is so high stakes for Moose as well. He's trying to beat Austin Aries' record, and Leon Slater was trying to be the youngest X Division champion, and he's only got to like November to get that done. So that adds so much intensity to this match too. It's legacy versus legacy in a sense. So it's just brilliant.
I mean, could you imagine if Leon doesn't win? And then he wins later on down the line, so that Moose could get the longest ever.
Yeah, like it'd be great. But then, how do you build Leon Slater back into the title picture within like a couple of months? That's the only problem.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I think Leon's going to do it. I honestly believe Leon's going to do it. I think it'll be a big moment for him. He'll have the Hardys coming out. They'll have a big thing going on with that. I think that'll be awesome. Then we've got the TNA World Tag Team Titles ladder match. Talking about the Hardys. The Hardys versus First Class versus the Rascals versus the Nemesis. Now, I mean, what a loaded match.
When they first announced this, my jaw dropped, and I thought, fuck me, we got a match of the year right here. And as the weeks have gone on since then, the Hardys have been talking about this now being a do-or-die event. So could we see the end of the Hardys if they don't win this match? Are they going to be leaving TNA sooner than we thought? Or
no, because I know that they're definitely advertised for the shows after. They're definitely not leaving. But
it's like, wow. This is like this whole match is just incredible. The biggest downer is that Trey Miguel can't compete at the moment, or most likely isn't going to be competing because he's injured, and he's also got other problems going on with his family.
He's got a lot going on at the moment. So if he can't compete, then I definitely believe it will be Myron Reed taking his place.
Yeah, I think regardless, I think First Class are the favourites to win this match after their win with Nick Nemeth and Ryan Nemeth last week too. They've got all the momentum, and they're the ones that everyone's least expecting to win.
Exactly. Well, I think it's going to be the Rascals. I'm not going to lie. I think the Rascals are going to win the TNA tag team titles in this ladder match. Because what it'll be is when you think about it, the Rascals are kind of like a young version of the Hardys, right?
Yeah.
Which originally you would have said ABC were that, right? But I think the next closest thing is the Rascals, and I have a feeling that it'd be a shame if Trey doesn't make it. But it would also be quite good if Myron Reed wins it with him, because then means that we're going to get to see Myron Reed a bit more. And potentially it could mean that he's actually signed, which we're waiting to find out as well. I hope he is. I think they need to sign him. I think,
Definitely.
He's Killer Kelly's partner. He's got baby with Killer Kelly. He's probably at pretty much every single tapings, I would imagine, unless he's working himself. He needs to. I want to see Myron Reed, the young goat himself, fully signed roster member of TNA. What do you think on that one, Craig?
What, Myron Reed?
Yeah,
mate, well overdue. Well overdue. Should have signed him bloody years ago.
Well, I don't think it's through lack of trying. From what I've heard, he's not wanted to sign anywhere.
Yeah.
He's been sort of kind of keep everything open.
Yeah, he's sort of doing what Jake Chris is doing, and Matt Cardona, keeping all options open, just touring the indies and going everywhere and getting as much exposure.
That was a good match, actually. I remember that. It was Myron Reed versus Jake Christ when he was in OI4K in AAW. That match, like, if you want high flying and things like that, that's the match.
Yeah,
it was so good. I think that was 2018. I think
that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Can you even remember that far back?
Mate, when it's a good match, it stays, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean?
I mean,
I can't remember what clubs I've played, but like, going. And I don't do any of that. None of that anymore. Jesus Christ.
No.
I've done that.
Yeah,
mate,
but you did.
Bottles of water and bottles of Monster. Or cans of Monster.
Yeah. Have you tried Sneak?
No.
Never heard
of it. It's one of them. I looked at the ingredients and stuff like that, and it's nothing that you can't already get.
Well, yeah, I get that, but it hasn't got any of the shit in it. That's my point.
Allegedly,
they're clean.
I mean, like you can get drinks out there if you just get the matcha caffeine stuff and that lot. If you go to like Holland and Barrett, they got stuff like that. Same ingredients in a can under a different brand.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I like it. I've been drinking it like it's going out of fashion. I think it tastes.
If
great.
It works for you, mate, then like do it. It's good to get one where you don't get a crash. Do you know what I mean? Because that's why I started on the White Monsters with no sugar crash. Because White Monster, it tastes delicious, especially when it's ice cold, and you just don't get that caffeine drop at the end. It's just lovely.
Yeah, they are nice White Monsters. Anyway.
Sammy for a minute with the White Monsters go.
yeah, man. Next spike, yeah, I get that. Matt Cardona, he's sort of kind of in and out, but then, at the end of the day, he is like desperately trying to get re-signed to WWE, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's why he's not signing. That's the only reason, man. If he knows that if they come in for him, he wants to be able to just sign there and then, no messing.
They're gonna have to give him though a bumper package, and he's kind of like, I don't know. I'd say he's more towards the end of his career than towards the beginning.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He is more interested in ending his career with WWE. Really. Yeah, is his main intention.
He definitely wants to go. I mean, he's even stated that's what he wants to do. So, that's why that's why he's holding.
Put him in a tag team with Ric Flair, so you can call him the woo 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 woos.
Woo 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 woos.
The dog's looking at us like, "What are you doing?"
Whoa, whoa.
Yeah,
that would be funny. But anyway, moving on. TNA knockout champ Masha Slamovich versus NXT champ Jacy Jayne. The title versus title match. Who's going to walk out champ?
Jacy Jayne.
My money's on Masha.
Masha's going to
Look,
kill you.
Jacy Jayne wins it, and then we've got both titles out of the company. TNA gets hammered again. Sheriff Stone turns back up, starts complaining, says that like we're on our knees. We should just sell the company and stuff like that. Huge storyline, that lot. And then Norris pops back up and says that Vince McMahon's buying TNA for 15 million this time, and we sell up, and then we become. We get rid of WWE and TNA, and we just become TKO, all one big company.
They
everyone is
definitely
happy
wouldn't
ever
be
after.
selling it for 15 million. Come on. They're literally on the verge of getting a 10 million pound TV deal. I don't think they're going to be selling TNA for 15 million. I can imagine, I mean, not being funny, but people don't realize how expensive it is to actually put on an event like Slammiversary. Like, it's probably costing them like $500,000 just to put Slammiversary on.
Yeah.
Right? Anyway, let's move on from that. Hassan is voting for Masha. I agree. I think it's going to be Masha. I think that's what.
I think it's. We talked about it. I think it's going to be Masha, and it'll somehow build Jordynne Grace back into some sort of rivalry or storyline with Masha as it goes on.
There is a possibility that Jordynne get back involved again, but I don't know. I don't think so. I think
I'm done with that. I think we had enough of that. We don't need to see it again.
No, I agree. We're done. It's done. And I think the beauty here is that the reason Jacy Jayne beat or they put her in against Jordynne was to make Jacy Jayne more credible.
Yeah.
Mate, she's a phenomenal wrestler. Like, she's not missed any spots. She's kicking ass. Do you know what I mean? She's got the character. She's got everything. Part of me hopes that there's something that happens down the line where she just signs with TNA.
Yeah.
Get Masha. Masha can go have her match with Jordynne. See you later. Bye. Thanks for stopping by. And then get Jacy in. Be brilliant.
Don't say that about my Masha.
Mate, Jacy Jayne versus Tessa Blanchard for the title in 2026 would be huge. Huge.
Oh, yeah. Tessa. Woo! Yeah, baby. Anyway, I'm hoping it's going to be. I'm still hoping it's Masha. She's my girl, and I'd like to see it.
Masha wins, and then Trick beats her, and he becomes the champ. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, he becomes the champ because he beat out all the.
He was on the microphone, right? And I'm trying not to laugh at commentary because you've got Tom who sounds like Joker Sting. You've got Matt who sounds like Kermit the Frog. And you've got Trick who sounds like Eddie Murphy. Let's talk about it. I'm a donkey. Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Yeah, that's true, actually.
Please.
And we've then got the main event, which, as it stands at the moment, is a TNA World Title match.
Sorry, Joe.
Between Joe Hendry, Trick Williams, and Mike Santana. Now, I still think Trick Williams is going to retain because I think
Trick Williams is a fine talking donkey myself, but still.
Yeah, possibly, yeah. I still think he's going to retain, and I believe that they're going to give Mike Santana that one-on-one moment to beat Trick Williams. Trick Williams is going to pin Joe Hendry. Mark my words.
Yeah.
Mark my words. That's what's going to happen. Yeah. That's my prediction.
Yeah. I still think Mike Santana's going to win it. But I do think that Joe Hendry's going to get pinned, and then that just knocks him out of the title picture completely for any rematches and that too. So
Joe doesn't need that. Joe is so over now. Joe is so over now. He does not need that title.
Yeah. So after Trick Williams loses his eventual rematch, then we got a fresh face going for the title.
But it also gives a reason for Joe to turn full heel if he doesn't win.
Yeah,
right?
You can just go completely fucking berserk. That I've put the company on my back for such. I beat Nick Nemeth and then you all believe me. Then now you'll fucking hate me, you bastards. Fuck you. But in a much more Scottish way, so be a lot more aggressive, a lot more angry.
Get it, fuck you, we bastard.
And I still think I don't care that the show is in New York and that's where Mike's from. I don't think there's where it is.
Norris, you're on fire this week with the facts. I love it.
It matters not.
The website.
Yeah,
it really does, and I think that actually, in reality, him not winning in New York gives the end of Slammiversary an even better finish because the crowd are going to be going mental. They're going to be like, no, rah! They're going to be so pissed. And
Cass
that's what
wins
you
it.
want. Big pissed crowd. Big pissed crowd at the end. Okay, so with regards to Slammiversary, we still have, I mean, that's only 7 matches. So I don't know what they're going to do with regards to the preview, the countdown show. I heard Busted Open are going to be involved in that again, which, to be honest, I don't really like that. But I'd rather see a few more matches, to be honest. I don't mind them coming in right at the end and doing a little prediction thing. That was all right.
So if Busted Open are involved, then I reckon it's going to be Tommy Dreamer versus Hometown Man.
No, I don't think there's any wrestling. Don't worry about that. I think that's the issue.
Mate, they'll probably bury bloody Rosemary on there again, put her against like Lei Ying Lee or something like that. She just seems to be the pre-show girl. I don't know if that's what she agrees, but like, we've set you off. But like, where's Rosemary? I want Rosemary to, like, maybe Rosemary's behind Dark State.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Bada bing, bada bang. I tell you what, we didn't mention that, did we? What Enzo was on Impact last week.
I thought, look, so I won't lie. I hold my hands up high. I've got the TNA hat on, stuff like that. I do buy merch. I didn't watch it on TNA. All right, I didn't watch it on TNA Plus. I watched it somewhere else, and I thought that someone, whoever had uploaded it, had cut that in. I'm glad you mentioned it because I was like, what the fuck? It really spun my head. I'm like, bada bing, bada boom. Why is this twat on telly in my room? Do you know what I mean? Like, what's going on? Why is he here? You know? But,
that's a
who's
good
that?
call.
Paul Matheson, mate.
Yeah.
Super Eric versus Hometown Man.
Yeah, but only if he's Super Eric.
Yeah, because the hometown
apparently
man
he is.
The hometown man is facing
Apparently.
Judas Icarus this week, and I'm pretty sure if Judas Icarus doesn't beat him, then Super Eric will have to come in and try and
Super Eric by design.
So we might see Super Eric tomorrow. And
Eric by design.
Yeah.
That would be good. I like it. I do. Talking about by design, make sure you head over to bbdwear.etsy.com.
Shoehorn it in. There we go.
Get it in there. There it is. There it is. bbdwear.etsy.com. Anyway,
see, you got to do it like the concierge. You got to BISON by design.
By design. Yeah, I get it. Right. Anyway, so we've got to talk about some potential matches now. One title that is missing 100% is the international title match.
Yeah.
Now we're thinking that Maclin's obviously going to be facing somebody. We were thinking it might have been Jake something possibly. What about Mance Warner? There's a possibility we could get that as a rematch maybe. I don't know. What are your thoughts on this one? Where do we think that potential match is heading?
Maclin versus Jake something, because after Jake something with after the three-way match, Jake something said I wasn't pinned, and Maclin said, "Well, I'll see you at Slammiversary," or we'll get Maclin versus Enzo as a surprise entrant, just to really show that this title is like open to all competitors as well, and things like that. Just make it an international title as such, because it is the international title. So have someone that's not even in with the company challenging for it.
That would be quite good. Maclin Open Challenge.
Yeah.
Maybe he's going to turn up. Maybe he's going to turn up on Thursday and just say, I haven't got anybody to face at Slammiversary. Open challenge, baby. Who's going to come for me? And then, like you say, somebody turns up, like the phenomenal AJ Styles, for instance.
That would be real cool. But AJ Styles versus Maclin would be insane.
But yeah. I mean, maybe there's a possibility. We know that Carlos has been indicating that this Slammiversary is going to be phenomenal. So maybe that's what he's talking about. But yeah, people voting for Enzo.
Yeah.
There you go. Look, Norris has put it. AJ Styles comes out with the open challenge for Maclin. I don't know. Might be a number one contender match in the international title.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be some battle or something on the pre-show to build up a number one contender for that belt or the X Division title.
There's got to be something going on. There's got to
Yeah.
be something going on, and I guess we'll have to see. But like you said, I want to see, and I'm desperate for this. I want to see a King of the Mountain match, and I
Yeah.
have to say, I think the international title is
Would be
perfect.
perfect for it. Yeah.
Would be perfect for that. Absolutely. And there's lots of really good people that could be involved in that. And you can't reach that. Yeah, that's true.
That's harsh.
Well done, Hassan. I like that.
Get a little step ladder on top of the ladder for him.
Yeah.
Fuck me, I wouldn't be able to keep my balance.
He's 5 foot tall. And
Do you know what? Right, talk about Enzo. I'd love to see Enzo. I put a thing out on X the other day. Like, I'd like to see Enzo turn up on as a talent regularly on TNA. I think he's got a lot to offer. He's got a lot of followers. Like,
he was good in MLW. I will give him that.
I think he's great. I think he's fantastic
a lot
promo.
Of people they think he's like a bit lost without Big Cass, but then we had Big Cass as W Morrissey. So what's he up to these days? Do you know what I mean? Is his AEW contract come to the end? Does W Morrissey reunite with Enzo? But does he come in and it looks like they're going to be back together and he just fucks him in?
I don't know. I think Big Bill is still big business at AEW. Unfortunately,
That's a shame.
he was one that I think we dropped the ball on. Really, we should have put the money on the table for him because he got so much potential, much potential. And in some of those matches that he had leading up to him leaving, he was so good. It's a real shame because loads of potential. He looked amazing. Physically,
and he put Chelsea Green for a table.
Yeah, poor Chelsea.
What more? Fantastic. Yeah. We definitely need an international title match. That's for sure. I think you're right. I think we could do it a number one contender multi-man match of some sort, something like that. Enzo and Jake something. There you go.
Yeah, that'd be real cool.
Yeah, because for me, that's what Jake needs. He needs someone like in his corner, bada bing, bada bang, and all that. I think that's what he needs. I think that'd work for Jake something. I think that's a good call, Norris. Most of the time, I think you're full of shit, but this is a good call.
Norris, you're on fire this week, my man.
Yeah, he's doing well this week. I'm all over him this week. I'm loving it. Well done, Norris. You're the man.
You can come back next week.
Yeah, you can. You're more than welcome. Full invite. But make sure you head over to bbdwear.etsy.com and buy a shirt. That would be great. Anyway, moving on. So what about obviously we need to, I think we could do with maybe some female stuff. What about Harley Hudson, Myla Grace? Could they be on the pre-show?
I don't think they're on the pre-show, but Myla Grace is going to be at Slammiversary, or she said she's going to be watching. But I think Harley Hudson's in the UK at the moment still, so she won't be. I don't think she'll be there on Sunday. But I would love to see them in a tag match with Dyke against Jada Stone and I've forgotten who else they signed, and we were recently signed from the knockout. So I'd love to see that those two, the two new teams, go up against each other.
That would be good.
Speaking of Jada Stone, she's got a tag match with Rich Swann come over the weekend as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I thought, wow, that's going to be that's a team I'd love to have seen anywhere. But now it's sitting. Those two were so similar athletically in that, and I reckon they have fantastic chemistry.
Talking about Jada Stone, that reminds me, we need to wish Jake Christ a happy birthday for Sunday, don't we?
Oh, man. Last Sunday.
Yep. Friend of the show, Jake Christ, my buddy. Happy birthday, bud, for last Sunday. Total legend.
Happy birthday to Bully Ray and to Courtney as well.
Oh, Courtney, the beautiful Courtney. She's how old is Courtney, I wonder? 21 again, I reckon. 21 again. Which would be beautiful.
Talking about you,
let's talk about Thursday, boys. Let's talk about Thursday. We've got a nice little lineup Thursday. In fact, it's a very packed show, I'm going to say. It's the go-home show to Slammiversary. We've got NXT Women's Champ, Jacy Jayne. She's going to address Slammiversary. That must mean she's not actually there, so we're probably getting a some sort of promo. We've got Moose versus Sami Callihan. That's come out of nowhere, but hey, why not? That sounds
What a
good
berry
to me.
match that'll be.
Yeah. Oh, Moose is going to batter him. Absolutely
Yeah.
batter Callihan. Yeah, be a shame, really, but yeah, that's going to happen. We're going to get a final message, of course, before Slammiversary from the Hardy Boys. Well, Matt, anyway.
Yeah.
Matt Cardona will be in action. So
Yeah. I'm pretty
maybe
sure this is where we get
something-
another match maybe for Slammiversary. We'll get this,
Yeah.
the system and Matt Cardona versus the Dark State.
or something along those lines, possibly, maybe, I don't know, but we're definitely going to get so. Otherwise, they wouldn't bother doing it, would they? Why would you put him on a go home show if you're not going to, promote him a little bit?
Yeah.
We've then got, and this is the interesting, Hometown Man versus Judas Icarus.
Big New Yorker.
Big New Yorker. There you go. So the Hometown Man, he's going to be facing Judas Icarus of the Northern Armory. Could this lead to Super Eric versus the Hometown Man? What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think it'd be cool. I want to see it now. Now that it was suggested in the chat, I want to see Super Eric versus the Hometown Man, even if it was on the pre-show as like one of the 2 or 3 matches they can get onto there. That would be really cool. It'd be just a really fun match to get everyone's attention.
We could do some silly characters.
Yeah, and that's it. We could do with some really silly characters. That would be really just brilliant.
I want to see Shark Boy because he can turn it on anytime, Pat. Anytime. Listen, if we ain't got the sound bites, I'm just gonna have to make it.
Yeah, we'll have to try and get Shark Boy on. That would be real cool. Be good.
Do you know what? I tried to contact Shark Boy several times to get him on the show. Because I wanted to pretend to be Stone Cold while he was on, it just didn't it didn't work out, unfortunately. He just I don't know. I sent emails and stuff, but I never got a response. So
talking of guests and that back along, we tried to get Ace Austin, didn't we? Something I just want to throw out there as part of a conversation because I haven't got the answer to this, but this is just a big question mark. If you cast your mind back to probably around 2018 when we signed Ace Austin. Yeah. Was he not going to be the youngest X Division champion?
He was going to be the youngest world champion. He was the youngest world champion.
That's what he was going to be.
Right. Okay, I might have got it wrong then because I just thought. Do you think that he left because he was a bit salty about the plans for Leon Slater? I've got nothing to back this up. It's just a question.
Yeah. No, I don't think he left. Basically, he done about 6 or 7 years of TNA, and he's needed to move on elsewhere. I think all the stuff with Chris Bay as well, so it's got to him as well. So it's like, so it's just broadened his horizon a bit.
Have you seen him since?
He's looking absolutely incredible.
He looks jacked to hell. I'll tell you that.
He's done a lot of stuff up in Canada.
Yeah, his thighs are about like the same size as my torso. They're bloody.
Yeah, his legs are huge. It's incredible, and he can still pull off the sort of.
Didn't he have a maple syrup title match?
Yeah, he had it with Josh Alexander, and that was a banger. A fucking good match. Go and check that one out.
Yeah, maple syrup wrestling.
Maple syrup. When you said that, I thought, "What's he on about?" And I thought, I thought he meant like a cheesy champion, but still.
No. Might as well be. That's how much it means. Order 4 versus the System. Interesting. So you've got the Great Hands and Mustafa Ali versus I think it's JDC, Eddie Edwards, and Brian Myers, I believe.
Yeah, this is going to be good because they all got in each other's faces after Tasha Steelz put the ball in their place. So
I think it's just the fact that they are now kind of pushing Order 4. It's now Order 4 is the team now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They've not done that before.
And then they had the problem. So it's just like, why would you bring out merch if you're writing them out? And I just thought something's got to happen. But I definitely didn't see Tasha doing what she done.
Yeah,
that was brilliant. I was just like, this is just prime wrestling. Love it.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. We talked about that earlier, how kind of like they totally blindsided us with that. Nobody really saw that. I know that I know Norris is probably going to spark up saying it. Yeah, he said that was or something, but I don't think anybody saw this one coming. But yeah, fantastic. Go on, Tasha. She's now almost the leader of Order 4 now, which is great. But guys, listen, don't forget bbdwear.etsy.com. Go and get your shirts. Tessa Blanchard.
You've not mentioned it.
I know. I don't like to say it too much. You know what I mean? I don't like to talk about it. It's you know, it's a bit taboo at the minute.
Mate, if you don't shout it out, no one's gonna hear. So shout it as much as you want.
Tessa Blanchard versus Danny Lunar. Now, from what I've heard,
everyone said this is a fucking banger.
An absolute banger. And I wouldn't expect anything less because we know how tough Danny is.
Yeah.
And we know how good Tessa is and how tough she is too. Well, so I would imagine this is going to be no holds barred. Let's go full heavy-handed. And it's going to be a hell of a match.
I've seen comments from Tommy Dreamer, Harley Hudson, and Myron Grace as this is an absolute banger and a match you must not miss. And this is just, I'm really looking forward to it. It's good to see where Danny Luna's going to go from here. She's obviously not going to pick up the win because Tessa will have the momentum going into Slammiversary. But even still, Danny Luna is a fucking incredible talent, and I'd love to know where she's going to go from here.
Oh man, totally. Take care, Eric. Thanks for joining us.
Cheers, mate.
We're also I vote for Tell's Bleacher. Okay. We also are going to hear from the Elegance brand, which is good news for you, Joe, especially, isn't it?
Oh yes.
And we're going to get, which I'm assuming is going to be the main event. We're going to get TNA and Frankie the King Kazarian versus Joe Hendry and of course Mike the Santana. I think
this is going to explode.
I think this would be pretty good.
The tension between Hendry and Santana is so high now. Are they going to coexist? This is brilliant.
Unbelievable. I think it's going to be crazy. It's the Frankie connection in here. What's going on with Frankie? How is he going to be involved at Slammiversary? I think, Craig believes he's going to end up the special guest referee. I don't think that's going to happen. He'd probably be at ringside. I bet you he's on commentary. We quite like Frankie.
Oh, it'd be a ring girl. Like holding the sign up for which round.
Yes.
Just one round because it's a wrestling match. But he comes out in a bikini. The King's bikini.
Yeah, that would be great. But I'm sure he's going to be involved in some way. I think he should come out just wearing his silk scarf. That would be awesome.
Ratings will go through the roof for the wrong reasons.
Right around his waist, obviously.
Just in a helicopter.
Yeah. That would be different. But anyway, so how does Frankie Kazarian end up involved in Slammiversary main event somehow? I think, like I said, I think we might see Frankie on commentary, which is good because he is quite good fun on commentary. I like.
He'll definitely be in Trick's corner if their team pick up the win. I'm sure as well.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you've got TNA and the King of TNA versus.
Where the first class come into it then?
Joe the Meme Hendry. First class. They're in. Yeah. Well, yeah, where are they going to come into it here? But they're in the tag match, aren't they?
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see. It'd be interesting to see how
they'll be celebrating their win. So they'll be going around New York to just creating mayhem there.
True.
Yes. So anyway, so I think that's going to be fantastic. We've got
hang on, sorry. So if first class is to do with Trick, first class have a match already, right? Yeah. Think about the other member of first class. Think of the other member of first class. You've got those two, and our guy from the US channel, Will.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He jumps the railings. He jumps the railings, smashes the champagne bottle over Santana's head. He then passes out and falls on top of Trick, who's already passed out on the floor. And Santana becomes champion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Will is the surprise guest. Maybe Will's the special guest referee.
You reckon?
If you don't believe me, check out the TNI US show.
Yes, I know. We all know Bill is definitely a first class guy. We know that he is the unseen member.
Money. He supplies the money.
Money. He's the money guy. He is the money guy. I love the way that the TNA talent involve Bill and stuff.
Yeah.
I do. I love it. It's not just him though. There's a few others like Front Row Joe as well.
Yeah.
You see, he gets involved quite often. They'll come over and like have like arguments with him and stuff. I like it. It's good. I love the way they do that because to me, that shows how much TNA care about their fans.
Absolutely.
Especially their real devoted fans,
Yeah.
like Bill and Joe, and Brendan is another one. He goes to a lot of stuff. There's a lot of guys there. Miguel goes to a lot. Miguel Contreras. You see him a lot ringside and stuff. They treat these guys really well, and I don't blame them because the amount of money they must spend is ridiculous. On going to all these shows. I mean, fair play.
I'll never forget that Miguel thing where they was like, they give him the super fan thing and they were interviewing him on the show, and then the wrestling started and he shit himself. I bet he's still a little bit whiter because of it. Like, it's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, brilliant. He's great though, Miguel. I like him a lot.
Yeah.
Right. Guys, I think that's pretty much all we got time for. We were breaking the 1 hour 15 mark already. But guys, it's been fantastic to talk about Slammiversary, talk about everything that's going on with TNA at the moment. But guys, if you want to support TNI UK, please feel free to offer us a super sticker or head over to prowrestlingtees.com/Total Impact. Actually, I don't think we're super sticker in it at the moment for some reason and not allowing it. So I think we've now, if you want to support us, I believe you have to subscribe. Small monthly fee. I know that the boys have been talking about some special stuff just for people that are subscribed. So if you want to subscribe to the channel, please make sure that you do that. And I'm sure there's going to be some extra stuff coming your way. Again, if we've got the exclusive Spreadshirt merch store as well for all things TNI. Smash's podcast, of course, for J-Bone. But of course, if you're interested in supporting the Bison, you can check out his brand new clothing brand of quality branded clothing at bdwear.etsy.com. I think you should get over there now and support the Bison. But yes. Oh, talking about Smashing podcast.
Yeah.
He's here. The man himself. A little bit late, but he's here.
No,
his ears were burning. We were talking about him.
We were. He must have heard us. We must have summoned him. We called his name.
Yeah.
And he appeared.
We believe in J-Bone.
Yeah, he heard us talking. He heard us. He literally heard us, didn't he? Talking about his Spreadshirt store and the Smash This podcast stuff as well. See, there you go.
No, it's good to see you.
It is. All TNI shows are also available to all you listening on the Go fans, of course, via audio, SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you list your favorite shows. Of course, we are there. Where can we find you on the social media, Joe?
You can follow me on Twitter at JOKEmptySpace. You can jump onto YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter, look for #EmptySpace, #Into the Void, or fancy particular taste buds, and your sense of humor, #Daily Giggle. But approach the remind you just might keep your sanity.
Sanity. Yeah. And what about you, my brother, Craig?
If my wife will hold out and I don't sound like a Dalek while I'm saying it, I'm pretty much LimpstarUK on everything. I'm LimpstarUK on SoundCloud. I'm LimpstarUK on Facebook. I'm on X, but I'm Network Stooge on there. I'm here, there, and bloody everywhere.
Yeah, and he was a stooge when he used to be on X as well. Just saying. Follow TNI on socials at We Talk Impact. Don't forget we are at We Talk Impact everywhere on all of the social networks. That's where we are. We Talk Impact. So go and check that out. If you want to find out more about the Bison, if it's the first time that you've tuned in and you've seen this strange guy keep going on about his merchandise brand, then I'm on the X at Lord Bison 45. That's where you'll find me. I'm on the TikTok at Bison by Design. And of course, if you want to check out my clothing brand spanking new clothing brand, all my own designs, then get your butts over to at BBDwear shop.etsy.com. That's where you'll find all that fantastic stuff. Anyway, guys, please also help us out moving up the rankings on YouTube by giving us a thumbs up. And if you're new to us and you like what you see, then please consider hitting that subscribe button. And don't forget to give the bell a tickle, a squeeze, or, of course, a smash to never miss any of the great TNA content coming out from the US and the UK teams each and every week. That was cool. Hang on. Watch me disappear.
I thought the dog had done something.
Hang on.
Yeah.
So we'll have to do your own J-Bone thing.
Hang on.
J Henry, even.
There you go. Say his name.
Say his name and he appears.
Yep.
Come on, then go for it.
Where's the bison?
Oh my god.
Amazing.
We're all grown men and this is amazing.
Yeah.
The best thing since sliced bread.
Fuck it.
Okay. Anyway, with all that said, of course, I've been Bison. They have been Craig, and of course, the incredible Joker.
Spider-Man.
And Spider-Man, the Joker. And this has been episode 239 of Impacted. Take care, everyone.
Take care, guys. Enjoy Slammiversary, and much love to the TNI tribe. See you next week.